All right, we are officially going to get started. Welcome everyone to our Employed Entrepreneur Success Path Training Workbook, or I put the workbook in the chat. This is our live webinar. I'm super excited to walk you through the process of going from employee to entrepreneur. I love doing these webinars with you. I don't do them often live, so I'm super excited to get to do this with you today. So we are going to dive right in and teach you how to go from employee to entrepreneur successfully. Just showing up today truly is that first baby step. There's a lot of baby steps that have to happen in order to go from employee to entrepreneurship successfully. And so you're here today, you've made that commitment, you're watching this. So I'm super proud of you. That truly is the first step in making your goals happen. So there are 6 phases to go from employee to entrepreneur successfully, and I am going to be walking you through all of those today. If you're joining, let me know where you are calling from today. We've already heard from Melanie from the Sunny Turks and Caicos. We have Annie from Panama. Sheila is in Wichita, Kansas. Kathleen is in Buffalo, New York. And I told everyone I'm down in Florida, hence why I'm just I am not somewhere cold if you can't tell. It's actually a warm day today. So for all of you guys, but I was telling everyone I'm from Minnesota, so I definitely understand the warm winter weather as well too. So this is our first year living in Florida, so we're definitely just learning as we go about the weather. Felicia is from Kentucky. Welcome, Felicia. Okay, so let's dive in. Today, I'm going to talk about the biggest mistakes people make when leaving their day jobs to start businesses. I'm going to tell you what it is like in each of the phases of entrepreneurship, the milestones showing that you are ready to move to the next phase of entrepreneurship. I'm also going to go over like the steps you need to take at each phase. So you are here today and you're in the right place. If you're feeling stuck in a rut and you need to make a change, you want to be your own boss, you're in the right place today if you want to work less and make more and you want more time freedom, you want to be location independent, and you want to spend more time with your family and friends. So all of those, if any of those describe you, you're in the right place today. Now, in the chat, I put the link to the Corporate Recipe Plan Workbook. This is just kind of like a note-taking workbook I always like to include when I do these live webinars. It also is in your emails, so you can check your emails well too, but if you don't have it, pen and paper, totally fine. So um, if any of these describe you today, that you feel stuck in a rut, you want to be your own boss, you want to work less, you want more time freedom, you want to spend more time with your family, type yes in the chat right now. So I know it's kind of like making the commitment that you want this to happen and you're going to make it happen. So you saying yes in the chat right now is making that commitment. Annie says yes. Oh, I know, Annie. I know you are committed. Kathleen says yes. Davia Ray says yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love seeing all those yeses come in. It truly is amazing to have your own business. I'm going to go over a lot of my story and why I love it today as well too, but it really is an incredible time to be an entrepreneur. Now, today, a couple admin things. We will be giving out some giveaways as we go through here today. So we will be giving out in the first 10 minutes for everyone, we will be giving out my weekly to-do list template. I'm looking at my notes, so I make sure to tell you guys the right thing. So just make sure you stay for the first 10 minutes and we'll give you my weekly to-do list template. And then part of becoming an entrepreneur is being able to manage your time, right? So that's been really helpful, and I want to give you that. And then stay till the end, and we'll give you my Attract More Clients guide as well. If you want to grow a business, you got to attract more clients, get those sales coming in. So I'm going to give you that guide when we finish today as well. So that's my encouragement for you. I want you to stay to the end because I know you're going to get the advice and the strategies that you need to make a successful business. Now is the time where I'm actually going to turn off my camera so I can focus on giving a great presentation to you. I've put a lot of time and effort into this presentation, so I'm going to turn off my camera so that I can focus on sharing all that good stuff with you. But I will be popping back. I will put my camera back on again at the very end, and I will do Q&A with you guys. So if you have questions as we go, Just make sure that you post them in the chat. And then at the end, I will answer all of your questions. So there's no dumb questions. So feel free to like post. It's always helpful if you put like capital question, like QUESTION, like so I can see those when I go back through them. But definitely, this is the time to answer your questions. So let's dive in today. Okay, so in case we have never met and you're wondering who is this girl teaching about starting a business and on billboards, well, let me introduce myself to you and tell you my journey to where I am today. This picture is my dad, my mom, me, and my daughter, where I got to see with my very own eyes myself on a billboard. Yes, I had to see it to believe it, but I am no overnight success. There's been a lot to get to where I am today. So let's start at the beginning. If you're feeling stuck, I have been in your shoes. I remember what it was like when I was stuck in a job I hated. I did financial management. I wasn't happy and fulfilled in my career, and it really did keep me up at night. I was so stuck. I would apply to jobs over and over again online with no luck. I'm MrsMonster.com, and it was like my best friend at that time, even though I absolutely hated online job searching, but I really just didn't fit my job. And so I hated Mondays. The problem was I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So for years, I was stuck in a job I hated. I would literally come home crying to my husband, and on some weekends, I just couldn't relax because all I could think of was work and how I needed to get out of there and how much I dreaded Monday and didn't want to face what was on my plate. The only thing keeping me afloat was I had picked up a side project that helped me realize what I was passionate about. I was able to teach a how to navigate your career class as an adjunct instructor at my company that I loved. And it was on my own time. I did not get paid for it. I had to put in a lot of extra hours, but it didn't matter. It was work that fit me. And then I realized I wasn't in a full-time role that fit my interests, my strengths, my personality, and my motivations. This photo is one of our first events way back in 2011. Hard to believe. I got a Classy Career Girl banner and I was excited to have my very first booth at Girls World Expo. And this is a photo of a thank you note. My first one I got from a girl named Amanda, who was a college student at Wake Forest University. And she invited me to my first speaking event back in 2011. And this was really such a light bulb moment because I finally was learning more about myself. I realized then that I wanted to be in charge of my own destiny and have my dream business, but I had no idea how to make that happen. So another year went by. I was still in the same position. I got comfortable, nice salary, promotions, but something was just off. I was letting life pass me by, dealing with a lot of frustrations you might be dealing with right now. Lots of ideas, but no solid plan. Bored and stuck. I didn't want to regret not being all that I was capable of being. And I knew I had had more to offer the world, but I had a lot of fear and self-doubt. And at that time, I also knew I had a message. I knew I had a purpose. This was one of the quotes that I was posting in 2012. I knew I had more potential than my day job. I knew I could be the boss way better than my own boss at that time. And I was just really inspired by this quote, which was, "Your life is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring." Hopefully, you find that inspiring and motivational with the phase you're in today, too. Because there was this whole other side door opening that I wasn't aware of. There was this door of happiness by working on my blog, the door to work I loved and complete personal fulfillment. But I didn't know that then, just like you don't know what is through that door for you right now. There was a step or a major leap that I needed to take. And I learned in my journey to entrepreneurship full time not to care what other people thought. And I suddenly had this determination to change my life. Everyone thought we were crazy when my husband and I both quit our jobs to work on our business full time. This was actually exactly 10 years ago, in 2014, but we did not care. And we now have three beautiful miracle daughters. It looks like I need to update this slide because there's only two on the picture. Don't tell her, she'll never know. And our daughters are miracles. They happen when I wasn't expecting it, and was pursuing my purpose. And ever since that moment, I've just had this fire in me. I've had a purpose, and I beg you not to let as much time to go by stuck in a job that isn't the right fit for you as I did. So if you're feeling discontent in your current role, it is time. You don't need to hit rock bottom. And I'm here to tell you that you know you can feel it. If I'm talking to you, your time is now, and that is why you are here today. So let's go back in time a little. There are many years where I had a blog called classycareergirl.com. Still have that one today, but I could not figure out how to make it a business for the life of me. It was not making me enough money to quit my day job, but I loved it and I spent every spare minute blogging. This is our picture back in March 2010 when I started. It says consultant by day, MBA student by night, journey with me through my final year of business school. And this is where we graduated to, the legs. Yes, there's a reason why this is no longer my logo. So you got to start somewhere. It doesn't have to be perfect. My path started as an anonymous blogger. I was afraid the company I worked for was going to find out that I was blogging. And then finally, that first year, I said, I'm a real person. This is my picture. This is my name, and this is my face. And that was when just everything started to change for me. And I got a lot of invitations for speaking because I was finally more authentic and who I was to my audience. And so common frustrations that I have that you probably have too are having lots of ideas but no solid plan, fear of failure and self-doubt, being bored and stuck, not wanting to regret anything, and knowing that you have more to offer to the world. And one of my biggest regrets is working far too long on my side business without knowing how I was going to make the leap to dream business full time. I felt stuck and I hated my day job. I really wanted to be my own boss and actually make an impact in the world. And so I worked on that blog every free second, but had no idea how I was going to make enough to quit my day job. And it wasn't until I actually put together a solid marketing plan and sales funnel that I finally started earning more than enough money so I could quit my day job. I started bringing in monthly reliable cash flow. I had a rock solid business plan and a virtual assistant, and that's when things really picked up. So I resigned from my day job after maternity leave with my first daughter on August 1st, 2014. And I now have a business running online courses and membership sites. I have a career coach certification program as well. We are location independent. We've traveled to Brazil, New Zealand, Australia. Last year, we spent the whole year in Europe traveling around with the girls and running our business at the same time, and all right while running our business as well. So I built up my business back in 2014 with the day job, so that 3 weeks after I quit, I was flown with my husband and daughter to Brazil for our first international speaking event. I never even dreamed that that would be a reality, but it was. So don't for a second think the same thing can't happen to you. Just remember that this Brazil speaking event, it was 4 years into my journey. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does require you to start. So I hope that you start today. By the time I left my day job, I had PR attention. I was on the local San Diego news all the time. My website was ranked by Forbes as one of the top 35 most influential websites for your career. I was quoted in People's Style Watch magazine 3 times, and I even published a book. I worked on my side hustle while working my day job until I could replace my income. And there's a simple plan, and you can do it too. So I know how to do all this with limited time, and that's why I'm excited for today's webinar. Your benefit is this: when it comes to making big dreams happen in a very short amount of time while juggling babies, full-time jobs, growing businesses, and business school, I know my stuff. And one of my strengths is breaking down what you need to do and systematizing it to reduce your stress and overwhelm. You don't have to do everything, just focus on the most important items that are truly going to move you forward to making your dream business a reality. So here are some reasons I love being an entrepreneur. If an emergency comes up, I can stop work if I need to. When my daughter is sick, I reschedule my calls and snuggle her all day. I'm happier. I'm making more of an impact and able to serve more than I did when I was in corporate. I know it's hard to find time. I'm a mama of three too, and so even preparing this presentation was hard to take control of the calendar. But that's really what I've learned that needs to happen as well too. I'm making things happen in a day rather than waiting for years, like I previously did at my day job. It's another reason I love being an entrepreneur. And I'm in charge of my own raises instead of waiting for my boss to give me a promotion. I can get a raise next week by making a new product or selling a new service. I'm happier, I'm more fulfilled. I finally am living a life of no regrets, and I'm making a difference by empowering women. And that is what I love about what I do today. So I want to show you where you could be. So close your eyes with me right now. Imagine your ideal workday running your own business. Imagine waking up when you want to wake up. Maybe you have some quiet time in the morning, read a book, hang out with your kids, have some coffee, think about how grateful you are, do a little yoga or exercise. You actually can't wait to jump on the computer and see what's new in your business. You can work from home. What is possible for you, and where could you be with some simple changes and decisions? What is one thing that you would do in your ideal workday? Let me know in the chat. Not only has this system worked for me, but here's a story of another woman who has used my same system to launch her business and get unstuck. Meet Karina Lawson. She's the founder of Ponder Lily Planners. She makes modern, minimal, and sustainable stationery for your meaningful plans. And 3 years ago, she was on my webinar with no product, and look at the transformation she has had. Her products are in stores, and now she's one of our certified career coaches and helping people as a career coach as well, too. And here's Brandy. So many doors open for Brandy after she made that commitment to make her dream career happen as well. She says, "You can't imagine what is going to come, but it's so worth it. If I didn't join, I would probably be an executive making a lot of money and hating every moment. My life is so different now, and it's so important." So let me dive through here. So one of the things that I want to talk about is it's not hard when you have a system and a plan. When you learn from someone who has already done it, you learn what mistakes you should not make, and that can help speed up your success so you can have the ideal lifestyle that you just dreamed about. All right, so I promised you in the first 10 minutes you get my free weekly to-do list. So if you go to www.classycareergirl.com/free one, you're going to be able to download that free weekly to-do list. I recommend doing that every single Sunday to help you plan out your week. Now, this was our branding back in 2012. I knew I wanted to teach and but I wanted to quit my day job. So I came up with a plan to launch the Get Unstuck course with some pretty ugly colors. I'm glad my branding and creativity has changed. But the fact was I was taking action. I was moving forward with baby steps, getting over my fears, finding time, and putting my workout into the world. So Classy Career Girl with their legs logo was on a mission to help women become successful, happy, and balanced. And I sent out this little email. I did this in the morning before I went to my day job. I would wake up 1 hour before I had to go to work every day and work on my dream business. So it was probably sent around 6 a.m. in the morning, and then I rushed off at the work to work. And the sign up link to my course was buried in the email. I think I was hoping no one would buy because obviously I hadn't created the course yet. It was like in the fourth paragraph hidden. So I'm sitting at the cubicle, checking my emails, seeing what's happening in my blog world, kind of forgetting that I even sent that email that morning. And then I see this notification of payment received from PayPal. I was ready to jump up and down. The first sale, I swear, is the hardest, but after that, I was on fire because I knew I was going to make my business happen. I was useless at work for the rest of the day, but who cares? I had to make this course happen. This woman halfway across the world bought something I hadn't even created yet. So let me tell you, it got in action. I started putting it together. By the end of that first little launch, there were a total of 4 people in my first Get Unstuck course. I charged $97 a piece, and that's where I started, and that's where you can start too. Of course, I wasn't going to be making a living on that, but here's the key. I didn't stop there. I kept improving the course and tweaking it with what we learned from surveys and from working one-on-one with my clients, and then turning that into a 90-day group coaching program as well. And now I continue to help other entrepreneurs as well with the proven path to quit their day job and start a profitable and fulfilling business you love and make a difference in the world through Corporate Rescue Plan, which is really exciting too. So here's the thing, it's not easy. You know that. That's why you're here. There's no easy button, but it is easier when you have a mentor and a guide telling you what to do. And that is when my business changed almost overnight. When I started getting coached and invested in myself and my business and learning from someone who knew how to do things quicker, easier, and better than me, that's when my business quickly transformed into a self-supporting business that now supports my entire family and team. So I grew my business from the ground up, but I realized I still wanted to help teach and train. So now that's what I get to do is help other women do exactly what I did as well too. According to the Harvard Business Review, there are 126 million women entrepreneurs impacting the global economy, and that number is expected to grow exponentially in the years to come. And women are launching 1,200 businesses per day, and there's absolutely nothing stopping you from doing it too. Facebook has acquired information from over 1.2 billion people, and you now have access to each of these people online as well too. You don't have to invest millions in Super Bowl commercials and feel like you can't compete with the big guys. So I am truly obsessed with all things entrepreneurship and marketing, and I can't wait to teach you how to launch your business as well too. So I love social media. I also want to be 100% transparent with you as well too. This is our company, Classy Career Girl International LLC. First and foremost, we're a digital media company and a brand. But Classy Career Girl is our brand, and we now have a membership site. We have online courses, and we also have physical products as well too. So my goal in sharing this is to be transparent, to tell you, we don't just teach this, but we're in the trenches doing it over and over again through the Classy Career Girl brand. And I am super excited to know my strengths and then put all my attention into doing what I love, what inspires me, and that's it as well too. So the cool thing is that my system for launching your dream business didn't just work for me, it works for all kinds of people. Look, here's Katerina. And she always thought that she had to have all her ducks in a row and everything needed to be perfectly in place before making the leap. But after she took that leap of faith and tried things this way, this is what happened. She feels free, no more long commute, no more working late hours, working weekends in a job she dislikes. And she's also come back to get her certified career coaching certification as well too. And so she doesn't have to have those long commute and late hours as well too. Can you imagine if that happened to you? So I know it's scary to make this leap to entrepreneur. So we're going to talk about that today. And we're going to give you the entire success path. So you're going to love this. It's based off of years of researching and being in the trenches with women going from employee to entrepreneur. So let's dive into the 6 phases of entrepreneurship. We're going to help you figure out what phase you're in right now and what you need to do to make it to the next phase as quickly as possible. And as we go, will you share with us in the comments like which phase you are in right now as I explain them? We want to hear. I don't want you spinning in circles, so that's why we make it super simple what you need to do to reach that next phase of entrepreneurship. So let's dive into phase 0. What is phase 0? So you are a founder. If you have no idea what to do first, you have no plan, it's hard for you to see your future vision, and you desperately want more freedom and flexibility in your life. And what is life like? Life is like being unsure. You're unsure of the steps to take. You're constantly second guessing yourself. You have no idea how to create your 90-day plan. You have a lot of fear, and you're not sure if you even are in the right place. You aren't sure if you even have what it takes to become an entrepreneur, and you don't really know exactly why you're doing this. You may not even have told too many people about your business yet, and you're constantly overwhelmed and feel like you're a failure. You don't have a positive mindset, and really you have no idea how to kind of narrow down your goals right now. So some of the steps that you want to make sure that you're going to take in phase 0. So if that sounds like you, if you're just at that beginning, place, say phase 0 in the comments, or just put 0 in the founder phase. So if you're in the founder phase and that sounds like yeah, Patty says 0. Okay. Nakia says 0. Kathleen says 0. Okay, so I always recommend everyone start at the beginning. So even if you feel like you're later on in the phases, it's always good to have a really good foundation for your business. Sarah says 0 as well. And so even if you came in and you already had a business, I would always recommend you go to phase 0 just because it is just like a really good foundational phase. I even go back to that repeatedly on an annual basis as well, because even when you're running your business, sometimes you want to go back to your vision and kind of the basics as well too. So for those of you, it seems like we have a lot of people in phase 0. So I want to go through the steps in the founder phase. So some of the milestones is that you will start to narrow down your goals and identify what to focus on in this founder phase. And that's going to feel so good. We're also going to work on your mindset. So you'll get into the right mindset to start a successful business, and you'll learn and implement strategies that will ensure that your business is a success. You'll start to have some quick wins, and you'll start to realize, hey, this isn't so hard, it's fun, and that will kind of push you through because you'll start to get excited as well too. So in this phase, you'll determine why your business will exist, and you'll start to prepare your weekly to-do list, so you'll start to feel a little bit more organized on a weekly basis as well. So those are all of the milestones as we move into the next phase. Melanie says, I have a business but want to go back to 0. Highly recommend doing that, Melanie. Like I said, I do it all the time as well too. I mean, we change so much just personally as business owners, we change ourselves. And so our goals change, our vision changes. We've had a lot. I mean, with COVID, that changed all of our lives, right? And then for me, I've had 3 maternity leaves as I've run my business as well. And each time I'm like, okay, I got to refocus on and make some changes here as well too. So life happens and it's totally, totally great to go back to phase 0. So then you move into phase 1. And by the way, this is all part of our corporate rescue plan. We teach you how to go through what to do in each of these phases as well too, step by step. So phase 1, let's talk about phase 1. This is our designer phase. What is life like at this phase? So in this phase, you don't really know what should be a priority first. And the thought of walking away from a salary and benefits terrifies you. You have no idea what business to start, and you're not sure if you can really make any money with your idea. You feel frustrated with your day job, and you're having a hard time managing your time and fitting in all the things you want to do in your day. Um, you also you're frustrated with your day job, you're sick and tired of working so hard on your employer's goals and pushing your own goals to the back burner. And you really feel like you're now ready to do something, but you still have no idea where to start. So you're really having that hard time prioritizing. So the big one here is you don't have enough time in the day like this, but you know you want to be your own boss. So that's why some of the steps that we do in phase 1. So phase 1 is where we really work on your calendar and we really work on blocking out time in your calendar to grow your business. And we also, you're like some of the milestones are going to be you're going to start to feel more productive and efficient, which will be so nice. You'll start to identify your ideal business to start, and you'll start to feel more organized. And another milestone here is that you will also have a working system for your calendar and to-do list and your online storage system as well. So all that's going to help you feel more organized. Some of the steps that we take you through in the designer phase, not only do we work on your time and blocking out your calendar for the important things that are going to help you grow your business, because we know you have limited time. It doesn't take a lot of time to grow your business. I always say either like 15 minutes a day or 1 hour a week. If you have that, you can make progress if you know the right things to focus on. In this phase as well, we identify your strengths and your interests that you want to focus on in your ideal business. So we identify a problem your business will solve, and we also identify, what that ideal business is going to be for you. And so that way we can make sure that you start that ideal business for you. So that is like a big part of the designer phase.
Yes.
So, if you need the designer phase, put designer in the comments below if those things sound like something that you need to figure out your ideal business, to figure out what the problem is that your business will solve, and then if you need to work on your time and your calendar, you're gonna love this phase as well too. So, let's move on to the next phase as well. Once you've completed, so those really are your like foundational phases. Those are going to be the basics. And so the steps then, once we get into phase 2, then we have your planner phase. So if you love planning, and I know a lot of you guys do, you're going to love phase 2. So let's talk about what phase 2 is. And I think a lot of you guys may be in phase 2 here as well too. Um, so in phase 2, you are a planner if you know what business you want and you feel ready to create your business plan and conduct market research. And so here's where we want to we want to like map out how to make your business grow quickly and successfully. And this is really where we put your business plan into place, your marketing plan into place, your social media plan into place. If you have plans, I always say, if you have a plan, the doing is easy. And so that's why phase 2, it might take a little bit longer to get through, but you're going to feel so much better because you have a really good plan in place. So, what are some things that happen in phase 2? So phase 2, you feel like you need to quit your day job and you wanted to have done it like last week and you're so frustrated at your day job. You're going to be scared to fail. And scared to put yourself out there. I talk to people all the time who are scared to put themselves out there. You're going to feel like you're on a hamster wheel. You're also going to be feeling frequently distracted because there's so much to do. So you're going to be frequently distracted. You're going to lack confidence and also be starting to get excited about your future. So you're starting to see like with the actions that you're taking that you're starting to get some results, which is pretty exciting. But you're going to be scared you won't be able to do it. You're also going to feel impatient because it's not happening fast enough and a little bit overwhelmed because at this time you're probably still working your day job as well. So it can be overwhelming managing the two. And then also at this point as well, you may feel frustrated with tech issues that are happening as well too, which is totally normal. So what are some steps that we do in the planner phase? So in the planner phase, this is really where we figure out like who your ideal client is and what they're thinking. In this phase, you're going to start to feel more confident in your brand messaging and in your brand story. You're going to create a rock solid business plan. This is one of the most important modules. You'll spend the most time in this phase as well. And when you're done with phase two, you're going to have a website you can send clients to and a social media marketing plan. You'll be ready to make your first sale and you'll be more confident selling and making an income. You'll also learn how to create social media images and get your business all set up legally as well. And then you'll also cover a lot of like the tech stuff as well. So you no longer feel overwhelmed with a lot of the tech stuff that comes along with running a business. So some steps in this phase, if you are in phase two, you want to conduct online and offline research to identify who your ideal client is. So this is where it's really important that we start to ask questions to our ideal clients. We start to understand what they're thinking before they even say anything. So, what are those things that are keeping them up at night? This is where we really want to do homework on our ideal clients. In this phase, we also create your business plan and your marketing plan, your profit plan, your social media plan, all of the plans. And we also pick one social media platform to focus on where your ideal clients are. And then this is also the phase where you identify your offer and you set up your email list as well too. So those are all the things that happen in the planning phase. Do we have anyone here in phase two? Let me know too if you're in the planner phase. It looks like Felicia is a designer. Awesome. And everyone wants the planning guidance. Yes, these phase two is always really helpful because you know what to do next. So that's kind of when we move into phase three, which is our hustler phase, and I'll tell you in a second why we call it that. When we move into phase three, this is where you're now taking action and you're starting to implement your business plan. So most people skip phase zero to phase two. And so that's really why I created the Success Path and Corporate Rescue Plan is because there's some really important things that you want to do before you just jump out and start selling and start to run your business. That's going to cause you to burn out and not be able to actually grow a successful business. So phase three is now you have a product or service that people want and you're selling it and you're implementing the plans that we created in phase two. So you're still figuring out how to balance your time. You're working your butt off. You majorly need a day off. So this is why we call it the hustler phase because there's a lot of work involved, but it is like an exciting time in phase three because things are actually starting to work. You're starting to make sales. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so what is life like in phase three? Well, you're jealous of others who make it look easy because now you're realizing it's not, and you feel like a fraud. You are stressed to make cash flow, and your friends and family don't quite understand what you're doing. You're constantly comparing yourself, you're second guessing yourself as well, and you're contemplating giving up, and you're scared of not being perfect. So, totally normal if you have any of those thoughts. It's totally normal as you grow your business. So some steps in phase three, it's really important in this phase is that we really start to engage with our audience. And so this is where we can start to provide value to gain trust on a consistent basis through a weekly blog or a weekly video, a weekly Facebook Live, or a weekly podcast. We also want to unfollow, unsubscribe, and lead in your own way and create a community around your topic or expertise. We also want to create an annual launch calendar in this phase as well for your business, and we want to stick to that as well. So this is where your organization, your planning is really all going to come to fruition, and you're going to feel so much better as a business owner here. All right, so moving on then, we get to an exciting phase, which is our phase four. So phase four is our entrepreneur phase. You are an entrepreneur if you are getting closer to making enough income to support yourself full time. You are confident in your future and excited about the opportunities that lay ahead and the difference that you can make as a full-time entrepreneur. So, what is life like in entrepreneur phase? You are going to feel that you may have made some bad hires and made some bad decisions. This just comes with entrepreneurship. You learn as you grow. So, you are going to go through a major growth process, especially in this phase. You're going to feel like you're on a roller coaster. It's exciting, but then you're still trying to figure things out. And other people will think it's easy, but you know it's really not. You're going to make mistakes and learn from them. You're going to have to deal with perfectionism as well, because in phase four, that's when you're really going to start to hire, or you're going to start to add to your team and start to get help as well too as you grow. And that's really where I've had to learn about perfectionism and working with people and leading as well too. And you'll also lose some friends who may not understand exactly what you're doing and what your life is like. And you'll find your people though that get you. So this is why it's so important to get to know other entrepreneurs who are living this kind of entrepreneurship life as well so they can support you. And you're also going to learn how to delegate in this phase as well too. So in phase four, in our entrepreneur phase, this is where you're going to create your advertising goals and budget to increase traffic and get some automated sales. So in this, like some of the milestones in this phase is you finally have a profitable advertising campaign set up. You have passive income coming into your business, and you feel like you're like finally able to effectively communicate and lead your team as well. You have metrics in place, so now your entire team can see how the business is doing and not everything falls on you. And you start to have some evergreen funnels in place so you can start to make sales without you actually being there. And then you're also conquering Facebook ads and Instagram ads as well too. So this is really where you start to create those systems and start building your team and focus more on what you love doing and starting to delegate the rest. And then phase five is our final phase. So you are an influencer if you're starting to grow your team, grow your passive income. You're now ready to scale your business and have even more freedom and flexibility. And you want to make your business match your dream business, and your business serves others and is making a difference. So in this phase, it's not just about the money anymore. You really start to rethink your business model so you can do more of the work you love. You're constantly working on your leadership skills, and you really have this mission to impact and help more people in your business. And that's kind of why we call it the influencer phase, because we really want to impact more people in this phase. But you are enjoying your business and your life a whole lot more now, and you have a team to execute your ideas. You are so thankful that you made the decision to start a business way back in phase zero. So, some steps when you get to this phase of phase five is to identify and focus really on that scalable part of your business, and also to make a plan to scale your team and your systems as well. And also to start to add recurring revenue in your business as well. So you don't have to stress each month. You know that that recurring revenue is going to be coming in. And you can also identify the numbers and the processes that you need to scale. And the best thing about this phase is that your business can start to give back as well. And this is what we all want to do in the beginning, but this really comes into effect in phase five. This is Megan, one of our CRP members, who was able to donate enough money to her local food bank to purchase over 1,000 pounds of fresh produce for local needy families. And this started as a passion project, but look at like the impact that she was able to make in her business. So that's the success path. You can take it step by step. This doesn't have to be difficult. So let me know if you haven't yet what phase you are at in the comments. Just know you are worth living the life of your dreams, spending days with your family, having a ton of fun, being challenged and fulfilled, making a difference with your strengths, and living a life of purpose, living your calling and what you were born to do. There is so much out there that is possible for you, and I hope you are motivated and excited by learning everything that awaits you. So we still have my Attract More Clients guide I'm giving away to everyone who is here today. But first, I want to revisit why you are here today. Why did you come to the webinar today? Are you here because you know it is time for a change? Are you here because you want a business that makes you happy and fulfilled while giving you a ton of freedom? Are you here today because you want to see bigger results for your business startup efforts and you want to know what's working now? So here's the deal. I love teaching and helping women who are committed, and I know that because you are here with me right now, you made the time to watch this webinar and are making the time to launch your dream business and reach your goals. So you are the type of person that I love teaching, which is why if you see the value of what I've taught here today, it is time to make a choice. Either you can go out there and try to figure out these business marketing and startup strategies on your own, but just be aware that the online business and social media landscape has changed, and you can't just post a Facebook or Instagram post and have more than like 3 people see it, thanks to Mark Zuckerberg. So I know it's frustrating to figure it out all on your own. I get it. Your other option, let me give you your action plan every single week in whatever phase you're in that will truly help you identify what business to start that you were born to do that makes you happy. And then let me help you get your business off the ground so you can find your first clients, grow your profits, and quit your day job. So let me ask a question. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about and the possibilities that are available to you? If you're excited, type yes in the chat right now. And I'm going to grab a sip of water. Well, you guys do that and change out my slides because I got to do that too. Okay. Yes, I see the yeses coming in. Okay, I got to go see. Yes. Okay, awesome. HGN, yes. Cerise, Teresa Gregory, yes. Annie, yes. Awesome, awesome. Okay, Jane Allison says yes as well, and Amber. Okay, I see you guys making the commitment. I love it. All right, so Um, okay, awesome. So the choice is to do it yourself. So if you do it yourself, you can feel lost, confused, waste tons of time and money trying to do everything by yourself, missing out on clients and future sales. Or your second choice is that you can fast track your results with my step-by-step training program, Corporate Rescue Plan. This is the only employee to entrepreneur membership that offers unlimited one-on-one personalized coaching with business coaches, productivity coaches, career coaches, and leadership coaches so you can catapult your goals and have instant financial stability. So this system is going to help you have more time freedom and less stress, and enrollment is open now. You're going to learn how to put your business plan together, how to get sales and attract more clients, how to promote yourself authentically, how to create a website and brand you love. It's an all-in-one training and coaching program that gives you a step-by-step system to follow, the whole success path that we worked through today, so you can have more steady and consistent income. And most of our clients are able to see a 10x return on their investment in 90 days. So you can access guides and strategy to increase your business income and fulfillment. We make all career transitions, especially going from employee to entrepreneur, so easy and convenient that anyone can do it. So Corporate Rescue Plan is the best employee to entrepreneur program with results guaranteed. And I'm going to take you inside of Corporate Rescue Plan. It's not a course. Hopefully today you realize it is a path that you go through, that you get access to all of the phases that we walked through today and the step-by-step training and templates and tools. In Core and Phase Zero that we talked about today, you're going to learn how to get in the right mindset for success. You're going to learn how to manage your calendar and prioritize, map out your money plan and get clarity on your business ideas and create your 90-day plan for Q1, and then also identify your purpose and the business you were born to do. And then you'll move into phase 1 and phase 2. So if you are in those later phases, because I know we had some people here today who are in the later phases, and when you get there, you will learn how to set up your website, your lead magnet, and your email list. You'll learn how to create a sales funnel and your business plan. You'll also learn how to create your social media and your product launch strategy. You get over 20 examples of sales strategies and email templates, as well as our exact scripts for selling on sales calls and webinars and everything you need to get your very first clients and start earning revenue. And in our later phases, you are going to learn how to systematize and attract ideal clients and get sales automatically. So this is where we talk about sales funnels, how to leverage social media, and how to leverage advertising. You're going to learn how to scale your business so you can add recurring revenue and passive income. And I'm going to teach you how to hire and manage your team for success. You'll learn how to become location independent and create recurring revenue so you can free up your time, and also how to build an email list so that it grows automatically, and also how to get booked on podcasts, virtual speaking events, and how to double your income each month with systems and grow your audience. And we also have a lot of extra bonuses and curriculum inside of Corporate Rescue Plan as well, all available right away. So it really is the proven path to go from employee to entrepreneur. And we walk you through all of this. Basically, I give you every strategy, tactic, tip, and template I've developed over the past decade of business coaching and running a successful business. So I give you everything so you don't have to be confused anymore. You're going to know exactly what to do. And if you just follow the step-by-step training, you will be successful. I've been there. I know what it's like to dread walking into work. But I found a way out, built a Forbes top website, and I can teach you how to go from employee to entrepreneur successfully as well. So when you join Corporate Rescue Plan, you receive the 4 most important things to grow a business that is low stress and makes you happy. You're going to get our business growth training program, Corporate Rescue Plan. It is the most comprehensive entrepreneurship online training program of its kind. There's no guesswork. We'll tell you exactly what to do each week, and you'll be able to launch your dream business in the next 90 days. You also get unlimited private one-on-one coaching with our certified career coaching team, so you can get personalized advice and never be stuck again. And then you also get our entrepreneurs toolbox so you can save time. We've created a toolbox for each phase that you go through with our recommended tools so you don't have to spend hours and hours searching online. And then I'm really excited about this. We also are bringing back our quarterly plan live events, which are my favorite events because we plan out your next 90 days with me live and with our whole community. We also do annual planning, business planning, social media planning, and launch planning throughout the year at these events as well too. So you can submit questions beforehand. Recordings are always available, but this is really how you can get additional support and get your questions answered with me as well too. So I'm super excited about that. So what should this all cost? You should get access to this entire system. It's valued at over $4,000. I'm not charging $4,000. I should charge $2,000. But because we are actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary of Corporate Rescue Plan, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm giving you access to the founding member rate to celebrate. So the normal rate for my program is $997 per year, and you can join any day for that price. But because you stayed here for the webinar today, I want to reward you with a special offer. So the great news is that you can get started right now. Our team's going to post the link in the chat right now. So the great news is that you can get started right now for only $399 per year or monthly payments of $39 per month. And most people choose the annual option because you get 2 months free, but of course you can start at $39 per month, check it out, see and commit for the year at a later date. That's totally fine as well too. I do recommend committing, 90 days is kind of that sweet spot. So I would recommend committing for 90 days just so you have enough time to work through the phases and take action. Then you can come to our next plan live quarterly event with me and get one-on-one coaching with our certified career coaching team as well too. So make sure you click the link in the chat to get started. You can cancel anytime. Click the link to become a member today. I do have some bonuses for you that aren't available regularly. So we have a couple 24-hour bonuses. So only if you sign up in the next 24 hours, you get my $5,000 business launch scripts. Yes, that's right. Make the money you need to pay for this right now. In this bonus, I've put all the scripts I've used to get sales, new leads, new opportunities, to get new clients fast. This is your first step. People are always asking, what's the first step? Using these scripts, it can be so easy to get started. So this is such a good deal. I would not be here now without these scripts. So that is the bonus if you purchase in our next 24 hours. Who here wants a free copy of my scripts to make $5,000 or more fast right now? If that's you, then I will see you inside. You can literally have these at your fingertips in a matter of minutes if you join us right now. The next 24-hour bonus I have is our premium course bonus. It is called Magic Income Streams. The value of this is over $2,000. This is a course that helps you eliminate overwhelm creating your offer. So you can stop stressing when you look at your monthly finances. Instead, you'll learn how to generate multiple streams of revenue so you can build a freedom-based business you love and hit your profit goals. So this fast track course helps you not stress about the finances. You're going to break down your product offers and narrow down your niche so you can actually bring in sales automatically. We help you decide what type of revenue model will work best for you in this course, and then also help you set product price points and income goals so you can have consistent recurring revenue. In this course, you'll conduct an income stream evaluation so you know what to focus on first. You'll establish your marketing plan, and then you can narrow down your product levels as well. And so you'll always have access to this course. So you don't have to worry if you don't have time to go through it in the next couple weeks, that's fine. But it's definitely your fast track course if you want to start generating income right away. Now I have to add in, because you guys were here on this webinar, also have to add in a 15-minute only bonus. So this is the bonus that's going to be available only during the webinar, and it is going to go away when this webinar is over. And this is my Make 2K in 2 weeks challenge. I want you to cash flow your business startup fast. So if you want to make back your investment and then way more, this is the bonus available and only available if you join while this webinar is going today. So I want to walk you through on this course how to prepare for and do a 2-week challenge to make 2K in 2 weeks. I walked hundreds of women through the same process and it works. This is so crucial. You can generate 2K in 2 weeks. There are some simple strategies you need to do like before the challenge starts, so before you start those 2 weeks, during those 2 weeks, halfway through those 2 weeks. So I literally have videos that kind of walk you through where you're going to be in the challenge and what you need to do. It's kind of like your own personal coach / pep talk as you kind of go through this goal to make 2K. So you don't want to miss out on this bonus. If you're here with me now, if you're thinking this is a good deal, it is. Join us now, get your hands on this bonus. All of the bonuses are great, but I want you to get the 2K in 2 weeks. So why CRP? Our rate, about $1 per day, is much more affordable than business schools and individual coaches. So CRP is designed to help you get a new sale quickly so you can find this is an investment that pays for itself plus even more. And you get to grow within our 6 phases. So what you need on day 1 is different than day 100. How do I know if CRP is right for me? So we have different types of business owners and service providers currently in CRP. The structures and systems are the same, whether you have a physical product or an online course. So we've had over 75 industries have success in CRP. You can read some of them on the screen as well now. So it really is foundational. So whatever business that you have, you will see that CRP can help you. So here's what will happen next. If you click the link in the chat right now, it looks like our team has posted that in there. Just click that link. That's going to take you to this order form. This is what it's going to look like. So you'll see on the screen, you can put in your name, your email, your phone number, and then you'll be able to choose between the monthly option of $39 per month or the annual option of $399 per year, where you can save the 2 months if you do that. And then that is how you get to join us inside. And we have a 14-day money back guarantee. So there's no contract. You can cancel anytime. So there's nothing holding you back from joining us. Now is the time to lock in this Founders Members rate. Like I said, this is the rate because we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary of Corporate Rescue Plan. So we're going back to the Founders Members rate. This will not always be available. There is no contract required and you can cancel anytime. We have members from around the world. So if you're joining us, I know we have a lot of international people. So join us. We meet another CRP member who is international as well. This is Margaret. She said, "You're awesome. I thank you. I can't believe I almost didn't sign up for CRP. I appreciate your help." So you can join now for about $1 today. Can you afford to not get started today? If you're getting excited to join us, what you received is kind of as a summary, new training and resources so you're confident and ready to take the guesswork out of building a profitable 6-figure business, tools, success paths, systems, templates, and training materials and checklists, our curriculum, the Corporate Rescue Plan, unlimited private one-on-one coaching sessions with our certified career coaching team, our foolproof social media marketing plan template, our ultimate no fluff guide to preparing for your first sale, and our entire business planning class as well. The principles we teach are applicable for any business. This is one of our members, Hillary Hartling, and she said, after I did the business plan, I got clear on my pricing. I had my first 10K month in April and again in May. When you have clarity from your business plan and know what your value is, it works. And I love that. Christy says, I have the freedom to spend time with my daughters now. I'm really happy. People tell me that I am glowing. I wanted to spend my time with my daughters. They need their mom. Now I have the flexibility to be there with them. And she went through Corporate Rescue Plan. She's a chocolate shop owner up in San Francisco, which is awesome. And now she gets to spend more time with their family. This is Stephanie. She says, since joining CRP, I've had my year of first. I grew my passive income. I did my first podcast, my first YouTube video, my first Facebook Live. I launched my first 2 courses with 100 beta testers and now launched an affiliate program. I also grew my website traffic without paying for ads. So congrats to Stephanie. And then this is Abby. My biggest one was getting my first client. After I did a free session with what CRP taught me, the client asked for my prices and I was ready to jump in. I couldn't believe it. It really worked. I was so happy for that win. This is Meredith. She launched her membership and she got 10 members from Instagram, and everything was automated from when they signed up to when they pay. And she learned all about automation from me because she was a busy mom as well too. So she had to have automation in her life. Tracy says, I'm most proud of just doing it and that I went against the norm. I see this business providing a lifetime for me. So this is your future. You can start right away. Once you register, you can get access to the membership site. You can get started in orientation immediately. There's a very short video I put together that kind of walks you. It's kind of like a membership site tour that walks you through the membership, everything you have access to. And then you can start and you can go along and have wins and share your wins with us as well too, and get results. Like we have so many people who have gone through Corporate Rescue Plan. You're gonna be able to attract more clients, build your audience, grow your email list, identify a profitable market, build your expertise, build your team, improve your sales systems, get more freedom, have more impact, less stress. And like I said, what happens next? Click that link in the chat. I recommend starting. So this is kind of a peek inside a membership. You'll start in core. So we talked through the phases today. Core is that very beginning start of the phases that kind of walks you through the success path. You've already gotten the basics because you were here with me today. So we'll start in the core, and then you'll be able to move into phase 0. But like I said, you have access to everything. So if you are a business owner and you want to jump into ads and go on to phase 4, that's totally fine as well too. So like I said, it's today only $39 per month or $399 per year, where you can get 2 months free. Email us at support@classycareergirl.com if you have any questions. Our team is also in the chat as well too, I see, helping out. So if you have questions, feel free to post in the chat right now. I will be answering questions here in a second. I do want to make sure I give everyone who is here with me today our giveaway, our Attract More Clients guide. This is the 4 crucial things you need to do right now to attract more clients. And you can get that at www.classycareergirl.com/free too. Okay, so now is the time to post any questions that you have in the chat. So if you have questions about the success path from going employed entrepreneur, if you have questions about the program, Corporate Rescue Plan, if it's right for you, any and all, there is never any dumb questions. But this is when we'll start our timer for the 15-minute bonus. So if you do want to get the Make 2K in 2 weeks challenge, you definitely want to join in the next 15 minutes while I answer questions so that you get that bonus as well too. Okay. I do have some common questions that often come in, so I'm going to start with those, and then the team will help me in the chat. So post your questions right now. Let's bring all those questions in. Okay, so one of the questions we always have is, I don't even know what my dream business is yet. Am I ready for a Corporate Rescue Plan? So I know it feels scary to make a big leap and change your career and go out on your own. When you're doing something new, it's always going to feel a little uncomfortable at first. But I have great news for you. Inside Corporate Rescue Plan, there is a whole step-by-step program to help you identify the perfect business for you. You don't need more experience or a degree. We tell you where to start, so you don't need to have anything ready or done before joining. While it can feel overwhelming to try and make this big career change alone without a plan, I suspect what you really need is more support, coaching, and a community to help you find more clarity rather than staying stuck in a job that doesn't fit you. Um, I'm on a budget right now, so can I really afford to join CRP? So I commend you all for living on a budget. I definitely understand how important tracking your finances is, especially when you're making a career change. So your investment in CRP is much less than an expensive taking a vacation for a girls' weekend, right? So you certainly could invest in some time away from your stressful work days. Investing in this program right now will allow you to create a life you love so much faster. You'll finally be able to have a career that you don't need a vacation from because you love it so much. So this definitely is an investment to consider seriously. I suspect continuing to struggle with being stuck in your career is what you really can't afford. I know a lot of you guys are busy, so this question always comes up. In addition to work, I'm busy being a mom. Do I really have time for this? So I get it. Mom life is crazy sometimes. I launched my business in 2014 with a newborn on my hip, so I can definitely understand how hard it is to find time to make your dreams happen. So since I know you and we have small increments of time in your day, like nap time, so implementing CRP takes only 15 minutes per day. I've designed and recorded the videos so that the training videos are only 5 to 10 minutes long. You can make progress no matter what else is happening, even if you're chasing your kids around. The great news is that this program will create more time for you to pursue your passions and spend more quality time with your family. What you don't have time for is to continue not having the life that you really want. This question comes in often too. I just got this one the other day. Is this a good program for people who already have a business? So if you want your business to feel less stressful and want more time freedom, then yes, I highly recommend CRP to business owners. I have continuously added to the program everything I've learned over the last 10 years. So you have advanced content like building your team, creating recurring revenue, running ads, all the things. Plus, I would join, like if you join for anything, even if you didn't access the membership site, you just come to our quarterly events with me where we create your 90-day plan with you. I do additional live training behind the scenes. That alone, those calls alone are way worth the investment. And you can get your questions answered and get your plans reviewed on those quarterly events as well too. So those alone are so worth it. Okay. Oh, anyone else taken any other courses before? So this question, I've tried other courses before, but I still don't love my work and life. How can I be sure CRP will work for me? So I can understand how frustrating it can be to invest in yourself and make a commitment, but still not get the result you really want. So the good news is that CRP is the full package, not just one piece of what you need. It is not a 5-week course covering one topic, but instead it's an entire success path that walks you through the entire process of launching your dream business. That includes training videos, templates, coaching, and community. So you can get your own, go at your own pace. And the coaching will be there no matter where you're at in the program. Your prior investments are going to be more valuable and finally pay off because you joined CRP. CRP will connect the dots for you between all the other things you've learned and finally get you the result that you want. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera on again. Hello, everyone. Let's make sure that's okay. Camera's on again. Hello, I'm here. We did it. So I'm going to answer your questions now. So let's hear your questions. Bring your questions on. I'm going to go to the chat and make sure you get all your questions answered. Okay. So now's the time if there's, like I said, always say like there's no dumb questions. Okay, I'm gonna go to the beginning because I just want to make sure, like, as we went, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. It's always so hard when I'm like giving a presentation. I know there's like all these comments and questions going on without me, so I never like to miss anything. So I'm just gonna go up. Laquita, this is a great deal. Thanks, Laquita. Laquita knows she's been a Corporate Rescue Plan member for many, many years now in our certification program. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Amber says, if I try the monthly deal right now and grab these bonuses, am I locked into that monthly cost? Yes. Great question. You will always be locked into the monthly cost. We will not raise the price on you. You will be a founding member. Oh, looks like our team has already answered you. So that's awesome. Go team, classy career girl. Okay. Um, okay. Is this Kathleen? It sounds like you may have maybe a corporate rescue plan member already. But you can always email our team support@classycareergirl.com if you want to check. But yeah, if you joined from the planning webinar, so we just had our 2025 annual planning workshop going on as well too. Yeah, that you may already remember, but you might want to check. Um, Okay, Melanie says, will there be a replay? Yes, hopefully. I can never promise a replay just because tech, it doesn't, you just never know. So I never promise a replay. But yeah, definitely hoping to be able to um, send out a question. Amber joined. Welcome, Amber. Looking forward to working with you. Make sure you dive in. So you'll right away get an email that has your username and password so you can log into the membership site. You can click corporate rescue plan. So if you on the page right here, you can see we have that circled. You'll have corporate rescue plan unlocked. So you can go in there and go through all of the phases and start. And then also in that first email, there'll be a link to the orientation video. So that's a new video I just recorded, just kind of walking you through the basics of the membership site, what you have access to. I make sure and show you where to start. And then also I show you where the calendar is so that you can mark those dates off for our upcoming quarterly events. And we have one coming up next month. Make sure you add that to your calendar. Awesome. Okay, Melanie's leaving. Okay. That's why she wants the replay. Okay. Let's see. Yes, hopefully there will be a replay. If tech works, we'll have a replay. Felicia says, within the designer phase module, are there quizzes or assessments to help you determine what business to start outside of working 9 to 5? Yes. So we have all the questions that you'll kind of go through that walks you through. So you'll want to start in phase 0, and then once you get to phase 1, we have this startup blueprint that's going to help walk you through exactly what you need to do to figure out like step by step what your ideal business is. So it's kind of like some actions that you should take, some questions you should ask yourself. Once you get through phase 1, you're going to have so much more clarity because our whole goal is to make sure that you start that ideal business for you, not just a cool business that someone else has, right, online, and you want to be the same type, you want to do the same thing. But because like our mission here at Classy Career Girl is career fulfillment for all women. So that's us business owners too, right? Like we want to make sure that we're happy doing what we love, even as entrepreneurs and business owners. And that involves kind of going through that phase 1 step-by-step process to narrow down the ideas and like figure out what that ideal business is for you. Because here's the secret, Felicia. When you figure out what that ideal business is that you're passionate about, that you're excited about, that problem that you get to solve for people, you're going to have a more successful business. So the businesses that don't work are the ones that are skipping phase 0 to phase 2. Those businesses aren't working because they didn't start the right business for them. They didn't start their ideal business. I've seen so many people quit their businesses, and it usually is because they haven't created that ideal business. They get burnt out. So we just want to make sure that we start it the right way that gives you that passionate. So you're passionate about that business idea, you're passionate about that problem you solve, that's going to attract more clients as well too. I mean, people want to do business and buy from people that are excited about what they do, right? That's why you're here today. I love what I do, right? You wouldn't have spent an hour with me today if you couldn't tell that I have some like passion and excitement about this topic, right? And so that's what you want to figure out too, so that it's also a lot easier to sell when you're doing what you love in that ideal business. It's easier to post on social media. I mean, all of business, all of the later phases just come so much easier when you've done that step-by-step process in phase 1. So yeah, you'll have everything that you need for the assessment to figure out what that business is for you. And then the best part is it's not like you're just doing this by yourself. You can always book a call with one of our coaches as well too, of our certified career coaching team, and talk it out with someone as well. So I always recommend doing that. Like if you're stuck on something and you can't figure it out, like talk to one of our coaches. They are incredible and amazing, and they will help you move forward and get clarity. Annie just signed up for the annual plan. Success, here I come. Yes, Annie, let's go. Let's go. I'm right there with you. I love it. Okay. Bonuses and bonuses. Awesome, Kathleen. Yeah, we'll make sure. So if you joined at an earlier date, we'll make sure that you get these bonuses as well too. So don't worry about that. If you're questioning anything, just email our team at support@classycareergoal.com. If you don't, see a bonus in your portal and you want to make sure that you get access to, like today, we're giving out our Make 2K in 2 weeks challenge, so we can make sure that you have access to that. So just email us. Yeah, if you're already a member, you'll get the bonuses today as well too. Teresa's already logged into the site. Okay. Like we have people, I told you, you can get started like in the next 5 minutes. Did I not just say that? You can literally be on your way to launching your dream business in the next 5 minutes. Okay. Sheila, you're so welcome. Okay. Okay, let me make sure. Annie, did you have a question? If you have a question, post in the chat. Um, I don't see any other questions that have come up. I know there's a Q&A box. Okay, so I don't see any other questions in the Q&A box. Sometimes they hide in there. And if I missed your question or if you have any other questions, post right now so that I can make sure that I haven't missed anything. Okay, so awesome. You are so welcome, Sheila. Okay. Awesome. So, any other questions that come up, you guys can always email us at support@classycareergoal.com. You can be anything that you want. That's my words for you today as we leave here today. There's so much that's possible. There's so many opportunities that are available to you as well too. Like never before have there been so many opportunities. And so it is a time where you can explore those different opportunities, explore things that you're passionate about, create a business, doing something you love, creating that time, freedom in your calendar as well. So you can make changes to your calendar if you need to as well. I'm already thinking of some of the changes I need to be making in my calendar for January. So it happens, but being an entrepreneur, you're really in charge of your calendar. You're really in charge of the work that you do as well too. So there's a lot of economic changes happening in our world. Some people will adapt, others will not. And so to make the progress that you really want in your life, you have to break your old habits. The way you're going to do that, we're going to help you in this program. I'm going to walk you through step by step, taking you through the process of who you are, what you love to do, and what you already know. All the experiences you have so far, you're going to bring that into your ideal business. And we're going to turn that into that perfect career for you, that business that you want. So I look forward to being your guide along the way. Make sure you click the button. This is the last and final chance. Click that button, click that link, join us inside a corporate rescue plan, get that 15-minute bonus, the Make 2K in 2 weeks challenge, where I walk you through, like, set a goal for yourself for like, these are the 2 weeks I'm really going to focus on building my business. I walk you through what to do before that day starts, the first day starts. I walk you through kind of like through the challenge. I'm like kind of your pep talk coach through that challenge because there's a lot of like ups and downs when you give yourself a challenge like that, and kind of walk you through what you need to do to reach that goal and make 2K in 2 weeks. So last chance to get that bonus, and it works. I walked hundreds of women through that same challenge before, and now we've put it kind of on the memberships in a course so that you can go through that and do it yourself and meet someone else as well who is going to help you go through that, and get coaching along the way as well too. So awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so any other questions, just email our team at support@classycareergoal.com. I look forward to working with so many of you who have joined me here today. I will see you inside Corporate Rescue Plan. I will see you next month at our Plan Live event. And I can't wait to help you go from employee to entrepreneur and make a profitable freedom-based business happen in the coming months. So let's do it together. I'll see you guys inside. Thank you everyone for joining today. You're awesome. Bye everyone.